So prayerfully, you'll just go in and hit straight Democratic ticket.
He could possibly make the check to you. You cash the check and just bring the cash.
So we would want to keep all this on the DL. We wouldn't want. This isn't something that we could even do press or anything.
Absolutely not.
We've gotten people to get on school buses and go to Indianapolis to the State House and say, hey, we just need you to show up.
And they didn't even know what they were going down with. All they know is the task action.
It really comes back to, in this city, in this area, in Gary, Hamilton, Chicago, the church. It's going to be the driving force for anything that happens. We put politicians in office.
Our journalists met Reverend Marlon Mack of Sweet Home Baptist Church in Gary, Indiana, on the night of the state's primary election in May. He was attending a victory party for local Democrats.
Getting, the bodies from point A to point B, from the pews to the polls. I mean, how do you
make our vans available? We do voter registrations in our churches. Get people registered. Make our vans available to take people to polling places. We have trained people to come and help people fill out absentee ballots, all of those types of things that we do within our church. Really, that's going to depend on what community you're in. You're going to see that more in economically marginalized communities, or minority communities, where basically the church is all they have.
We posed as political consultants, and Reverend Mack was more than happy to tell us about his political influence. We scheduled a meeting with Reverend Mack and a friend of his, Reverend Marion Johnson, to see what they would be up to on Election Day.
We've gotten people to get on school buses and go to Indianapolis to the State House and say, hey, we just need you to show up.
And they didn't even know what they were going down with. All they know is the task action. Then we support Mack. We actually do support him. I've been knowing him for years. I've known him, and I know he's a good man. Some other things he's done since he's been home. So we actually, nobody has to sway us to vote for him. The thing is, and I keep repeating, we get our people to the polls. Then we get our people to the polls. They know who to vote for. It's not going to be, well, who do I vote for? Because we are telling who to vote for in the
You
churches.
don't?
We will. We won't get up and just announce it. Everybody knows. Like everybody in my church, they know who they vote for. They know who they candidate. And most congregations take the pastor's lead.
So it's also a matter of the door itself, who you guys let. So it's not technically an endorsement, but the fact that they say, okay, well, the pastor, and that's not a fight. We're not worried about
well, it's
not a 501.
IRS code provides that 501c3 organizations cannot, quote, participate in or intervene in any political campaign on behalf of, in opposition to any candidate for public office, unquote. The most important thing is that pastors, church staff should not be using church resources to engage in political campaigns.
So how do you plan to get people to the polls then this year, as of right now?
I mean, bottom line is we just, hey, we need you to do this.
We mobilize. We go pick our people up.
Yeah, we need you to go. We need you to do this. We need, I know we're not supposed to tell you who to vote for, but we tell you why you should vote for this person,
my thing is this, when I make my announcement, I think I shared this with you yesterday, what I do is tell people I want to vote for. I said, I'm voting for Hillary Clinton. That's automatically telling my congregation to vote for him.
Reverend Mack and Reverend Johnson told us many times that they were sure their community would follow their lead at the polls as long as they had the funds.
Church vans.
We have churches that make their vans available.
So you could use money for what? For gas? Or
and to pay drivers.
The drivers, and then if they wanted to stop and get
you may have to feed a few people.
Oh, so the drivers aren't volunteers?
They are volunteers,
but you can get more.
You
can get more if you have bus drivers.
Have a little something for them.
You pay them.
Yeah.
You can get more.
See, we're still working with an impoverished area. If I tell a guy I need you to drive all day, I say, well, Pastor, look, I can give you a couple hours, but I got to do something else because, I'm trying to make it.
exactly.
But if I tell them I can have you drive all day and this is what I'm going to be able to give you for driving all day, and plus I'm going to give you something.
Even that could possibly work because, I mean, just in case, we do need to get people to our churches before they go to the polls, load up on it. We may have something inside the church where we can say, now listen, when you go to the polls,
Like a little
this is what's at stake, and this is what we need to do. And we need to make sure that, you know, this person has our best interests at heart. This person supports this, and that doesn't help us. And, you know, just have donuts and coffee, and I mean, even if it's just that.
Piece of chicken.
Yeah, you know, and just, you know, and,
It's
and,
like a
and
rally.
get them
It's
out.
a campaign rally. Before you go out, it's really like a full-fledged campaign rally.
And
Each individual churches.
so people, I mean, they might, yeah, they're hungry. They might, you know, they can't spend a day. They need to go out and get resources and food for themselves. So
But if you have all that stuff for them, they're not going anywhere. They're going to do exactly what you direct them to do.
They were hoping that our journalists would connect them with a donor to fund their Get Out the Vote efforts, and there was a very specific way they wanted the donation to be made.
It would be done confidential through the pastor.
So, help me understand just from the how it would have transactional.
I mean, he could possibly make a check to you. You cash the check and just bring cash. Or he could make the check to a particular church, and it works out because it's a charitable donation to him, because it looks like he just gave a donation to a church. Yeah, if he just writes it to a church, then it's just a donation to the church.
I like
Because
the
then you might
cash.
there might be like a, you know, say, oh, how did you got a check, how did you spend the money, and make sure,
well,
we
that
have to
would be
make
a
sure it
paper
went to
trail.
the church.
Right,
Okay.
there would be a paper trail.
Okay.
The simplest way would be, so you don't have to worry about any of that. He would make the check to you guys. You guys would cash it and give it to us as a charitable donation to the church.
Okay.
And that could be anonymous.
Right, anonymous. A
It's
charitable
going to-
donation will never get you in any trouble either, and it won't get us in any trouble. But say some Republican decides he wants to find out, and then we got these check trail.
Yeah, he writes a check to the church. Okay, why is he writing a check to a church in Gary, Indiana? You know, as opposed to just writing a check to you guys who he has a professional relationship with, which could just simply be consulting fees.
So we would want to keep all this on the DL. We wouldn't want. This isn't something that we could even do press or anything.
Absolutely not.
And what was wrong with the donations being made public?
See, because then what you open us up with, let me tell you what happened if we did that. Then if some Republicans come around, we would have to do the same thing, because we would be seen as being biased toward the Democratic Party. So this eliminates that. You wouldn't put us in a position where we would have to work with people like Trump or some other people that we just don't really support. Our people don't support them, but we would have to just go through the motions because we did it with you guys.
I mean, literally, we can have 20 vans rolling, you know.
And you see all these vans rolling to the polls with the name of the churches and the pastor's name on the side. And they know that the pastors provided that. They know who they're voting for. They know who it is.
It's election day, and we decided to send some journalists to Gary, Indiana to see if we could be told who to vote for.
Are you Reverend Mack?
Yes.
Oh, hi. My dad's from Georgia, and he's actually voting for Trump. That's why I've been so on the fence about it.
Why?
He says that, like, he likes his business experience and that he isn't, like, he just says what he means all the time, I guess. I don't
That's
know.
not always a good thing. You know, someone's impulsive and they act on the I mean, for Christ's sake, this guy's gonna have the nuclear launch codes. You know, he wakes up, you know, oh, screw Iran, and then starts a war, you know. No, that's not always a good thing. We need leadership who does have, you know, the courage to stand up for their convictions, but also has the self-control to think beyond their immediate action.
So should I just vote, like, straight ticket Democrat?
That would be nice. I mean, you head to the poll now and you really don't have a lot of information to deal with issues. That would be probably the best bet. So prayerfully, you'll just go in and hit straight Democratic ticket.
I guess you wouldn't want anyone making a mistake and voting for the person of their own choice.